Guys, so today is Friday, July 12th, 2024, and this is the update in my hydrogarden. It's doing really well this year. I'm using a different mix. I'll show you downstairs. This lettuce was growing from seed. It's not doing great when I've been transferring it. But yeah, a lot of stuff. We got some peas climbing up here. Put this net in here. This squash about the transplant. I don't really know what that is, but something's eating it. But yeah, squash, peas, lots of lettuce. I've already done one harvest, so moving on. I had on these buckets this year. I got tomatoes growing in here, and this is where I'm going to transfer over the squash to. I also added a bunch of drain valves here. So there's all these drains, so when I want to change the water, all I do is flip on the valves and turn on the pump, which is on a Google Home switch, and it dumps out. I also have this cycling right now. I'll show you in a second too, on and off. But I had a problem with the plumbing that I just installed this one-way valve because the water, when it would cycle off, it was backing into the tank, and then the cycle I had it turning on for wouldn't fill enough to drain into this one. So now the water won't back out. I need to get another Y valve here so I can have a drain for that one as well. But I couldn't put this on full. All the way open because then this bucket would overflow. So the reason I'm cycling the water is because I noticed these plants are starting to get too droopy, because although I still have the tank in the basement, I noticed when the water was on all the time, the plants were actually doing worse because the water was heating up in the sun. And I actually have a temperature gauge now too that shows me the temperature of the water, a remote gauge. It was getting up to like 92 degrees. So I found that by cycling it, most of the water stayed in the basement longer and the plants actually did better. So I'll show you something else too. So I have this plug-in refrigerator, and the plan is I'm going to use it as a water chiller. I'm going to fill it with hydro water, and I made a new cover for this. I don't have to ruin this one. I'm going to drill a hole through that cover, insulated cover I made, to chill the water. And I have even more plans. I'm going to hook up solar and a battery to power the whole rig. So I've already shown this, but this is my basement rig. So essentially, this is the pump coming up to the garden, and then this is where it drains back down into this tank. This is just a Home Depot. Actually, I think it's a Lowe's tote. I'll put links to all this stuff in the description too. But I'll show you okay, this is the timer. So I got a Google Home switch hooked up here that turns off at nighttime, and it turns on 30 minutes after sunrise. And this is the timer here. I'll unplug it so I can show you. It's this timer. If I go to cycle settings, I'll turn it off first. Cycle settings. You can see it's 10 minutes on, 15 minutes off. I can probably change that now. I had it like, I've done 5 and 5. I tried a bunch of stuff, but I did this so it would fill the bucket all the way. Just turn that back on. I forget to turn that on. All right, I'll do that after. So the other thing I wanted to show you